Jeremy Stephens returned to the UFC after nearly 4 years, but dropped a unanimous decision to Mason Jones. He now ties the UFC record for most losses at 20. Stephens posted on Instagram,
No, she's still clapping.
She's still clapping always, bro. Hey, they had to wrestle their way out. Facts, maybe still facts. Still facts. You know what I'm saying? I can hold my head high, bro. For sure. No bruises.
Cory Sandhagen just made a statement in Des Moines. He stopped former flyweight champ Deiveson Figueiredo in round 2 after a knee injury forced a tap. The finish came during a 50-50 leg entanglement. Sandhagen explained it wasn't a fluke.
It was ruled as a TKO via injury, but from where I was sitting, it looked like his knee was in a messed up position with your legs in it, and then he tapped. So I feel like that maybe should be a submission ruled. You care either way.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a pop submission, you know, it was like, the position's called 50-50. If you don't know how to play 50-50, you're going to pop your knee. I spun under, I went for a backside 50-50. It didn't hit. He got on top. I sat up really hard just to get on top. And if I sit up hard and you don't sit back, your knee is going to pop. It happened to TJ when I did that to him. It happened to Figgy. I heard it click really loud. So that wasn't like an accidental thing. That was like a, hey, Figgy, you're either going to sit down on your butt or we're popping your knee. And that's what happened.
Did you, when he was going for all these leg locks, then did you know that, oh, this 50-50 game is about to be open to me and this is the way I can finish the fight? Or were you just flowing in there and it just presented itself in the moment?
I win at 50-50 every time against all of these guys. I trained with the guy that invented the thing, Ryan Hall. So, you will not beat me at 50-50. You can attack my legs all you want. Like, those are very technical spots and I'm very good at those spots. So you're not going to win there, you know? At no point was I in danger. Yeah, I'd for sure consider it. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be me. Who else do they got? Umar just lost. Jan's coming off 2 wins, but he already fought both of them and lost. And he went 5 rounds with Figgy. I went 1.5. So I think that I should get the shot.
Sandhagen now wants the winner of Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley at UFC 316. Here's what Merab had to say about that.
Merab, I want the winner. I'll be back up if they want. Look. I'm dreaming a world champion for more than
Good job, Cory. Let's go. Congratulations, my friend. Great job.
The hard work's paying off.
Coach Eric Nicksick revealed he uses ChatGPT to assist with fighter game plans. Take a listen.
Game of notes look like? What does your preparation look like? When you talk about notes, do you physically write down notes?
Well, dude, we're Chat GPT.
No way.
No, but we'll sit down and I'll write out like what I have and he'll write out what he has. But like, if you're not using like Chat GPT to help you formulate or help you organize, you're losing out. Like it's cutting edge.
I would have never thought AIs in the
MMA.
Yeah, right, damn,
you know?
That's wild.
But I mean,
Trademark.
So for me, like I've had years of notebooks of scratch paper of like Ngannou versus Stipe. Here's how we're gonna break this down, and it's this, and this.
That's crazy.
So I mean, I have all in notes, but this helps me organize it better. You know,
every fight I've had, I have a folder for each one of them, and like a whole like notebook for it, and I'm writing down like what combos I'm expecting to hit, things I should look out per that opponent, and that's why I say I go through it.
Coach Javier Mendez believes Merab Dvalishvili's showboating influenced judges in his fight against Umar Nurmagomedov. Here is what he said on the Overdogs podcast.
What we did with Umar is I was working with him on after each round, put your head up, act like the winner. You got to act like the winner. You know, you cannot pretend like, oh, you won that round, but you got your head down. Judges look at that. You know, whether they do realize it or not, judges look at that and they judge against you, because if it's a close round and they see you gasping for air and the other guy's walking around like King Kong, their mind gets, you know, because there's a lot of pressure on the judge, a lot of pressure. So he has to make the right decision. And then once he puts the decision, that guy's grabbing that scorecard and he doesn't get to change his mind. So image is extremely important, and Merab is fantastic at that. And am I being biased? Of course I'm being biased. That's my guy. Of course I'm being biased.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, no, I'm telling the truth. No, I'm being biased. That's my boy. Yes. So that's a fact, you know, but that's the way I see it.
Daniel Rodriguez scored a third-round TKO over Santiago Ponzinibbio with a flurry of punches. Here are his thoughts.
I knew it was going to be a war. I came in expecting a lot more of a war, to be honest with you. I mean, we did trade a lot, but he was a lot slower than I anticipated and a lot more predictable than I anticipated. And normally that's my game, is the third round. I normally pick up the pace, and that's when guys start to weather. But this time around, I knew my cardio was enough to withstand and I could weather any storm. The first round is their best chance to take me out of there, because as the fight goes on, I get better. I definitely started to feel after the first round that a lot of my counters were starting to hurt him a lot. So I heard him in the first round, and I kind of rushed it. I should have just stayed a little bit more composed, but it's been a while since I felt that, you know. I mean, I've felt hurting guys before, but in the first round, I knew I really had him hurt. Man, you know, I just want to keep on fighting. I want to ride this, the wheels fall off. And, you know, I'm grateful to be here. I'm thankful every single day that I'm able to do this, and that the UFC have given me an opportunity to continue to change my life and change the people's lives around me, and for my community, as well for my family and my kids and everybody watching and all my fans. You know, I just want to keep on doing this. You guys are the ones that keep me going. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd be lost. So thank you all.
In the co-main event, Reinier de Ridder derailed the Bo Nickal hype train. He dropped Nickal with a knee to the liver in round 2. De Ridder improves to 4-0 in the UFC, while Nickal suffers his first pro loss. Take a listen.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I told him afterwards as well. I'm just happy I faced him now, not in 3 years when he knows everything. Now he's still learning, he's still getting into it. So,
into that.
A guy at the gym gave me this. He said, you should wear this, but the friends will like it. And Bo's from the opposing university, I believe. Yeah, so I'm just having some fun. So I was screaming after the fight, Iowa guys, everybody screaming. It was fun. No, I walked out, they weren't really pro me, so I don't know. Maybe after this. I don't know, I have to study a bit. I have to see more about what he does, but what I like the guy, he's a very funny dude. Right, he's very, do you say like moves the needle? Moves the needle? Moves the needle. Like he's a personality, a character. So it'll just be fun. The build-up will be fun. The fight will be fun. Yeah.
After his loss, Bo Nickal is facing criticism for past comments about Khamzat Chimaev. In a previous interview, he said,
"Wondering what you thought of that."
No, it's good. I love it. I think the fact that he's recognizing it, and I think he sees what's coming too. I think that it's good for everybody. Good for me. Good for him. Good for the sport. So we're gonna make that fight happen. I would just, in response to that, I like to say, yo, who are you fighting at 5-0, bro? Some random dude in Europe. Like, I'm fighting in the UFC on UFC 300. So there's levels to this, and I think that people just need to get to know me. The more they get to know me, the more they're going to realize that, hey, like, I'm that guy, and there's nothing anybody else can do about that. It wouldn't be surprising to me if when we fight, I'm like a minus 1,000 favorite, the same as I have been in all these other.
People are coming back to this interview and trolling Nickal now. Here is what Twitter has to say about this. Never ever compare the quitting fraud Bo Nickal to Chimaev. Khamzat would be given the death penalty for the things he would do to Bo Nickal in the octagon. That's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to MMA Messenger and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.